Hello, everyone. I'm recording this message a couple of days after an incredibly successful and well-attended Spring Perspectives in Teaching and Learning. This included innovative teaching shares on topics ranging from using Gen AI to increase student engagement and teaching with escape rooms to co-designing the learning experience with students and teaching with trauma-informed practices. The event also included longer workshops on topics such as ungrading and understanding large language models, along with a roundtable discussion with Brock faculty fellows in accessibility. It was truly wonderful to see the expertise of Brock's exceptional educators on display, with so many colleagues and attendees generously sharing from their insights and their experiences during those packed sessions. And all of this followed a deeply insightful and thought-provoking keynote address by Dr. Sarah Eaton from the University of Calgary on academic integrity in a post-plagiarism era. Now, if you were unable to attend this keynote live, please look for the associated resources that will be shared soon by CPI. As we head into the spring and summer months, I also wanted to share a few reminders with you about additional sources of support available to you as you contemplate your approach to fall 2025 courses. First, with course materials. A recent survey of Brock's undergraduate students revealed that a majority of our students perceive the cost of course materials as a barrier to their academic success. This includes 72% of respondents who indicated that they did not purchase required course materials, 44% who made difficult sacrifices to pay for course materials, such as going without fresh food or even missing rent, and 30% who chose to register for specific courses on the basis of course material costs. Moreover, the survey showed that first-generation students at Brock are actually more likely to take fewer courses, to drop or withdraw from courses, and make those difficult sacrifices. Now, with awareness of affordability concerns growing at the same time as the Canadian government has been contemplating imposing counter tariffs on textbooks, more instructors across the country are considering whether open educational resources, or OER, are a good fit for their courses. If this is an avenue that you wish to explore, I encourage you to look at Brock's OER grant program, the next application deadline for which is coming up on May 31st. And if you simply wish to learn more about OER and their many benefits to both students and instructors, I encourage you to attend an OER 101 workshop offered by our colleagues in the library at noon on June 17th, and that will provide an introductory overview of OER. Second, when it comes to course design, please consider signing up for CPI's Course Redesign Institute. This is planned from August 19th through August 21st. The Institute is designed for Brock instructors who will be teaching courses in the 25-26 academic year, and instructors will have the opportunity to engage in workshops on everything from learning outcomes and alignment, assessment and activity design using Brightspace, and accessible pedagogy. Time will also be dedicated to working on designing or redesigning elements of your course, including everything from your syllabus and Brightspace course site to assessment design. And third, if you are simply looking for some quick tips and guidance when it comes to boosting student engagement or even retention, CPI has drawn on the research literature and put together a brief summary of evidence-based strategies that may be deployed either at the course level or even at the program level. This resource is now hosted on the CPI website. The final update I will share is that work continues on the development of an ethical framework for educational technologies. This is among the actions committed to in our academic plan, of course. And this framework, a draft of which is currently being discussed at 2 Senate committees, is intended to guide decision-making when it comes to the procurement, renewal, deployment, or development of educational technologies. And this is to ensure that legislative requirements concerning things like privacy and accessibility constitute the floor when it comes to ethical discussions, instead of being treated as the ceiling. In an age of rapid technological change, it is ever more important that we proactively consider questions concerning issues like access and equity, algorithmic bias, environmental impact, and digital literacy to ensure that we do not fall prey to techno-solutionism or perpetrate harm with the very best of intentions. I look forward to continuing these discussions and updating the Brock community as things progress. Until then, I want to thank you for continuing to call upon CPI for support. I wish you a wonderful start to the spring semester.